Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Monday, November 4th, 2024. Time is 9:17 a.m. and yes, that is Jersey time. Okay, we got an update on a Manalapan Township hero. You know, those well-trained professional type. They're always out there risking our lives as they protect and serve the government. This one has to do with, what's the guy's name? Well, it doesn't matter what his name is. Kevin Ruditsky, that's his name. I did a story on him last August in 2023. He was, had a national night out, and he has a little thing for 16-year-old girls from what I understand. That's the inside info that I'm getting on him. So, they finally brought some charges on him. Last year they didn't bring any charges. I believe he was suspended with, put on paid administrative vacation. I forget exactly what it was. You can go back in the videos and watch it yourself. But anyway, so this is from the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. It's a release that came out on October 24th. And it reads as follows. Let me see if no, that won't help me any. Let me get the computer a little closer. There we go. Okay, a Monmouth County grand jury has returned a 19-count indictment against the currently suspended Manalapan Township Police Department patrolman accused of engaging in a pattern of illegal behavior involving two teenage girls. Monmouth County Prosecutor Raymond S. Santiago announced Thursday Kevin Ruditsky, 47, is charged with second-degree engaging in a pattern of official misconduct, 9 counts of second-degree official misconduct, 3 counts of third-degree computer criminal activity, 3 counts of third-degree endangering the welfare of a child, and single counts of third-degree hindering apprehension, 4th-degree impersonating a law enforcement officer while suspended from duty, and 4th-degree stalking. Wow. Hey, any of you bootleggers out there want to talk about this? You know, you keep telling me how I should be thankful for all these heroes out there and hope that I never need to call one. Well, I hope my daughter never needs to call one, have one of these creeps show up. Okay, the investigation by the Monmouth County Prosecutor Office Professional Responsibility Unit was initiated last August upon receipt of information that Ruditsky had been sending inappropriate messages and photos to one of his victims, who was 16 at the time. The investigation determined that the conduct began during Manalapan Township's 2023 National Night Out event, part of an annual community outreach campaign propaganda in which numerous police departments countywide participated. I believe they drive around with cameras and try to do facial recognition. You know, they want you to come outside so they can record you. Ruditsky was in full uniform at the time of the event and allowed the 16-year-old to sit in his patrol car. Later that evening, in the days that followed, he began sending her sexually explicit messages and photos via social media, despite the victim having repeatedly informed him of her age. The investigation also determined that several days after National Night Out, Ruditsky pulled her over while she was driving on Route 9 unlawfully, handcuffed her, in an attempt to kiss her while his dash camera and body-worn camera were both deactivated. Why wasn't he charged for sexual assault? Criminal sexual assault. On another occasion, while on duty, he parked his marked patrol vehicle outside of the 16-year-old victim's home in the middle of the night after she had refused to provide him with her home address. Well, that's where getting into the database comes into play. The investigation further revealed that Ruditsky sent inappropriate messages to the other victim in December of 2022 when she was 17. Additionally, Ruditsky conducted improper lookups of both victims in law enforcement database, which was outside the scope of any legitimate law enforcement purpose. The case is being prosecuted by the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Assistant Prosecutor Melanie Falco, Director of Professional Responsibility Unit. Ruditsky is being represented by Mitchell J. Ansel, the go-to lawyer for bad cops, with an office in Ocean Township. Anyone with information about this or related matters is urged to contact the prosecutor's Detective Gregory Hilton II at 800-533-7443. Okay, so I had a little inside info on this one here. My understanding from what I got through the grapevine is, well, it's National Night Out. I think what happened here, the girl apparently was a little on the hot side, or maybe hot mean temperature-wise. Came over. He's got the uniform on. It attracts badge bunnies. It attracts girls. Okay, that's what it attracts. And she probably wandered over there, and he said, "Hey, how's it going? Hot day out, huh?" And she probably said, "Yeah, it's very hot out. I don't know how hot it could be in August. Well, maybe some hot." And he probably said, "Oh, you want to sit in a police car? Oh, well, that's pretty exciting for a 16-year-old to have to sit in a police car. I think I'd be pretty excited at the age of 16 if one of those gang members said, 'Hey, you want to sit in the car and check the equipment out or something?'" So she sat in there, and now he's got her alone in the car, and he can talk to her. And my understanding is that he got her phone number or whatever, and there's a recent article out that has more information on it. I'm not going to read it, but he sent her pictures of him with his hand down his pants, telling her how hot he was for her and how attractive she was, etc., etc. And one thing led to another, and next thing you know, took his car. Now, he's Manalapan Township. Now, the inside information I got was that he took that marked patrol car and went into Marlboro Township, an adjoining town, a couple miles away, and parked in front of her house. And the way they found out about it was that there were some undercover operations going on down the street, and they see this Manalapan Township police car sitting there, and it's screwing things up. And I don't know if they went over there or whatever, but maybe they called the headquarters and said, "Hey, what's this guy doing here? He's blowing our cover." So that's my understanding. Allegedly, that's how he got caught with that. And I've asked about it, like, why aren't they missing this car? But you got to think about it. A lot of these towns here now are being dispatched by the county, and the county is not paying any attention to what's going on. All they know is that they get on the radio and they need a car that works a particular zone to go do something. And so it's not like everybody sitting at headquarters wondering where this car is at. But then again, Manalapan Township has a lot of cars. So what's going on with the light here? Anyway, let me see. We get this in here. Anyway, we got lighting problems here, folks. We fly by the seat of our pants. So nobody questioned where this car was. Why is this car out of town? So anyway, he got caught with that. My understanding, when he was also hanging outside her house there, I think later on or something, the mother and the father and the daughter went down to headquarters, I guess Marlboro, because that's where they lived, out my understanding, and made a complaint about this, a report about this. And then also there was a second girl involved in this, which it says right there, who had come forward about what had transpired. But this dope here, this is where all these stupid, well-trained idiot gang members go wrong. They send text messages. They send pictures over the phone. It gets you in trouble every time. Every time. So that's how we got caught doing stuff like that. You don't put your hand down your pants and send a picture to a 16-year-old girl or a 17-year-old girl and tell her how much you like her. Even though she's 16, 17, the age consent, I don't know. There's some questions about that. I can't answer to that. But whether it was okay or not, that's regardless. The man is 47 years old, trying to hit on a 16-year-old. And then he sexually assaulted her with putting her in the handcuffs. Now, this guy's a creep, okay, period. He is a creep. In my understanding, he was a jerk-off, too. Well, maybe he is. I don't know. Or maybe he was. Maybe he is. I don't know. But he was not, from my understanding, he was an odd bird, okay? And so 47 years. He's got like 25, 23 years on the job or something. Now, he just threw it all out the window. So here in New Jersey, I've been told, is that, I always say the first thing they want to do is resign. And now there's a law they passed 2 years ago that I'm told that if you are under criminal investigation, that you cannot put in for your retirement until it's all resolved. So then my next question to my inside informer, I says, well, is he going to lose his pension? You know, what's going to happen here? And he says, well, it's up to the pension board to decide on that. And then my other question is, well, if they decide he's not getting his pension, does he get the money that he puts into his contributions to the pension? So anyway, this big dope, big dummy, has thrown his whole career away over some young girl. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing what Mr. Johnson, Captain Dick Johnson, how he can steer the boat right into troubled waters, and they gladly, you know, they just, yeah, no problem, I'll go try it out. You know, it's like, I always tell you, everybody out there, there is no poo-tang on this earth that is worth going to jail over. There's no poo-tang on this earth worth losing your career, your pension, and your credibility over. There's none. And I just don't get it. With that uniform, you can get plenty of 20-year-old college girls. Why would you go after something young like that? You know, and if that was my daughter and there was some asshole his age trying to hit on her or something, there'd be a problem. There'd definitely be a problem. But it seems to me like the girl did the right thing, and that's good to know. But it's just disgusting. This goes on all the time, people. This is now, child sexual exploitation is, in my opinion, is the #1 crime that male police officers are being arrested for here in the United States. Nobody else is talking about it, but yours truly right here. And you need to spread the word about this. You just say to people when they start telling you what great heroes all the police are, you just say, well, you know what the #1 crime is? And I go, no, I don't know what the number. Of course they wouldn't know, because they don't know. They don't pay attention to anything. They just think police are heroes. You just tell them, hey, this is what the #1 crime is. The #2 crime is sexual and violence against women. They like to beat women up. Domestic violence, they like to rape women, stalk them. And then finally, I think the #3 crime is on the rise, is driving under the influence of alcohol abuse, drug abuse. That is the third big crime. But anyway, getting back to it, Kevin Ruditsky of Manalapan Township, a well-trained professional hero, you know, out there risking our lives as he tries to go out there and pick up young girls. Now, he has some serious charges against that, official misconduct. I don't know if it's first degree, whatever it's going to go, but you know what they do? They give you a bunch of charges, and then they make a deal with you. And my understanding was that they offered him a deal, but he's not taking it, or he's going to fight it. I guess he is. He's got Ansel. This attorney, Mitchell Ansel, is the go-to attorney for bad cops. He has inside connections, and so he's going to broker a deal. I don't think they're going to fight this. It's going to be a broker deal because he sent messages. He stalked this girl. So I suspect he's going to be spending a little time in jail. And I hopefully so. They can put him right in there next to that asshole from Seabright that got 5 years in the pokey for violence against a woman who broke up with him and rejected him. He couldn't handle it, so... All right, we'll put the link, we'll put the prosecutor's link in the description. There's also a news story out. I'll put that. I think that might have a little bit extra in there because I did do this video the other day, but it was too long-winded, and I've learned that you can't put long-winded videos up on YouTube because people's attention span is very short. Let me just think in the comment section. I'm John Van Dyke. Till next time.